Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranithai Gauranithai Jaya Gauranithai. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, ISKCON founder Acharya, BBD founder Acharya, savior of the whole world, Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajakacarya Ashtotara Shata Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की, ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरापुरी धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी ललिता विशाखा सखी की, श्री श्री राम सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Om Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chaksharoन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Welcome to our second day of the discussion on Bhakti Vaibhav course, 5th canto. Yesterday we discussed 11th chapter. Before we start with the 12th, some recollection of yesterday's discussion. Could you share, raise your hand and share your point. Jada Bharat instructs King Rahugan. Yes.
We had seen that how the knowledge acquiring senses, sense objects, and all these things, including Mahatattva, acting in modes of Satoguna, Rajoguna, and Samaguna. Identifying like different level of like body, mind, and intelligence. We had discussed that. And finally,
How many ways mind functions? 12. What are they? 5 working senses, 5 knowledge acquiring senses, and mind. I and mind. Yes. So some say 11, some 12. Okay, same. False ego basically. It has 2 divisions: I and mine, aham and mama. So because if you take it as false ego, then it becomes 11. If you split it up as I and mine, so then it becomes 12. Any other? Material senses. Mind has embraced the soul. Mind has embraced senses. Soul. Correct. Nir Abhimani. What is Nir Abhimani? Okay. So then mind has not embraced the soul, Soul is free from the mind's clutches and also free from false pride and all that. Any other? What is that? Hmm. 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 So Krishna can be served through. It was there in the purport Prabhupada gives. Through 9 processes of devotional service. And Guru can be served by mantra. That mantra he gives, you chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Only Guru asked us to chant attentively. That part we have to work on more. Yesterday he had asked question about 84 lakh species of life. So that soul has many desires as a human being, and then he, because of his papa and punya, he will suffer in hell, he will enjoy in heaven, and then he will go through some of the species of the 84 lakh species. So some of the desires as a human being he had will be fulfilled there. Now those desires which can be fulfilled only in human birth, so for that he gets human birth after going through some human species, and then there he will try to enjoy, then he will understand this is not so good, then he will have develop some other desires which may be fulfilled in that human body, or it may not be because it doesn't deserve. So then again next human birth and all that, it just continues. I just thought afterwards, thought of sharing that.
We had also discussed that how few devotees without
Who says that?
without pure devotees without dealings with the subtle body.
Dealings, not dealings exactly. He is not having that subtle body. I will show you only, I think. How many of you saw that verse? It is, I think, 29th chapter of 3rd canto. Not 29, 25th, I think. 325, 33 maybe. 325, 33. Jarayati ashu yakosham nigirnam analo yatha. Bhakti, devotional service, dissolves the subtle body of the living entity without separate effort. Just as fire in the stomach digests all that we eat. Food is definitely cooked that we eat. We don't eat raw food. Sometimes devotees may, but generally we eat cooked food only, cooked on fire by using fire. But still, there is fire of digestion required in the stomach. And then it becomes complete and it gets thoroughly digested. Otherwise, for old people, fire of digestion is weak, mandagni. So they can't digest that cooked food as we can digest as youngsters. So just like fire in the stomach digests all that we eat, so devotional service dissolves the subtle body. It's like fire will digest the food, but dissolve will come where something like solid, na solid. When you have to, it's like what? Then it dissolves into water. No, but like dissolve, dissolve word in English. So the subtle body has to dissolve. That is, bhakti will automatically dissolve. That's what he's saying. 11:25, 33. Yes. Lord Kapila's teachings are very powerful. Any other point? Yes. All, there is no disease which cannot be cured. I think that will come in 12th chapter or maybe 13th chapter, purports Prabhupada is quoting. Enechi aushadhi maya nashibar lagi hari nama maha mantra lao to mimagi. Thakur Bhaktivedant is guiding us all. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's words. I have brought for you Bhavaushadhi, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when you have Bhava Rog, of repetition of birth and death, being bound up in the clutches of Maya. So this Maya Nashubaro Lagi, Maya will be only destroyed. So because we are in Maya, we perform pious acts, sinful acts, and as a result, sinful reaction come through diseases, whether Vyadhi, physical diseases, or Adi, mental diseases. So Maya only will be destroyed. So what else is required in life? Isn't it? So why can't holy name remove all the diseases? Holy name is end all and be all. Vasudeva, that Krishna says, na, anybody remembers? Not 11th. Bhagavad Gita, he says, Aham Aushadhi. What is that slogan? Pushanami Chaushadhi. Aushadhi, na? I am Aushadhi also, isn't it? The medicine is not Krishna, but the potency of the medicine to cure you of your disease is Krishna. So that's why you may eat the medicine, but you may not get cured. Because Krishna element is not there according to karma. How many of you observed you had some disease, you took this medicine, that medicine, you went to this doctor, that doctor, this city, you went to Pune, you went to Bombay, you went every, not getting cured, and then some doctor just like that you came across, you took medicine and you are okay. How many of you observed? Sometimes I have run pillar to post. I came in 2000, I joined in 2000, 2001 I came to Bombay, Bhaktivedant hospital. Radheshampur was admitted for 1 month. So he told, you have so much asthma problem and you are going here, there in Pune, so many doctors. You come here. Here we have all the, what do you call that, Ayurvedic, allopathy, homeopathy, everything is there in one building only. I am here, room is there, 5th floor. You can stay in my room only. So I came and I stayed for 5-6 days also. And we did X-ray, this, that, no conclusion ultimately. But in that was 2000, I was having problem from 2000 only, I think. Ultimately in 2004, 4, 5 or 3 somewhere. Then one doctor I went in Pune only, and his medicines worked, homeopathic medicine. He is number 1 in India for homeopathic medicines. And then that time only I was sent to NIT Warangal for preaching. That is in Hyderabad and Warangal. Warangal is very warm weather. So asthmatic people, for them that is very conducive. So God knows whether it was, or maybe basically Krishna acted, isn't it? So unless Krishna acts, you can't be cured. Krishna in the medicine acts, then only you will be cured. Any other point from yesterday's discussion? Both. So we should have mind absorbed in Krishna, but simultaneously we should have physical services also. And verbal services are preaching, whether you distribute books, Prabhu morning gave a very nice class, street Sankirtan, 1-to-1 basis, so many visitors come, Jare dekho tare ko Krishna. Keep speaking about Krishna. Otherwise the tongue will, by default, will start speaking about mundane subject matters. That's why preaching is very nice. Book distribution, can you tell? That was, so Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday did like this, and today you know what? Can you say all that? Are kya sadhu pagal hai kya tum? Chal hut, isn't it? You can't say all that. But that only if you come to ashram, we may ask from friend. Kya wo Narendra Modi wo Bengal ka jo hua election? What is the result? BJP or Congress or what? Isn't it? Yes or not? With our devotee brahmachari friends, we may be talking somewhat prajalpa, but with outsiders, do we do prajalpa? No, because they see us as sadhu, and we also have to prove that I am sadhu. I am your deliverer. How many of you have observed that? With them, we don't do prajalpa. In book distribution, you will not do prajalpa. They will not take book from you. One day they find, oh, this sadhu is very nicely knowing Bhagavad Gita content. He is only not selling, distributing, but he knows also. And how to apply that also he knows. So they get impressed, they take book. But if you become familiar with the same person, he starts coming, then there is possibility of doing prajalpa. So, familiarity breeds contempt. And also, that's material familiarity only leads to contempt. Spiritual familiarity breeds love. So, spiritual familiarity has to be developed. Any other?
One easy method to confirm mind is to
That was told. Neglect. That is only Gopalkrishna Maharaj initiation ceremony I told. Now then afterwards he did not do that, because in early days there were only few people to get initiated, 5, 10, 15. So that was very personal, intimate initiation. But afterwards 100, 200. Then Maharaj never. Then I never saw him saying that sentence again. Any other? But neglect is also not so easy, especially when we are alone. But in the association of devotees, automatically we tend to neglect it. You imagine going to temple hall and taking darshan alone. Nobody is there in temple hall, or some visitors are there. And in the morning, darshanati time, you are taking darshan with all other brahmacharis. So when you will be more focused? In the morning, because all our friends are watching. I have to prove that I am a good sadhu. But in the daytime, when alone you are there, and you will keep watching the visitors, what they are talking, and we may get carried away. Generally speaking, if you are high in consciousness, that will not happen. So that's why we should stay with devotees. Nacho gao bhakta sange, karo sankirtan, Krishna nama sa upadeshi, tara sarvajan. So more we stay with devotee, Sange Shakti, Kali Yuga. So mind will slowly come under control. Any other? Yes. Abhinnatvam Nama Namino. Yeah, perception he was asking. What is Prabhu's name? Anuttam Krishna Prabhu. So we can have direct perception. But that realization has to come. That Krishna is not different. For that we have to chant offenselessly. His Holiness Gopalkrishna Goswami Maharaj, as well as His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj I was quoting. There are many other acharyas also. But this I have heard from disciples of His Holiness Gopalkrishna Goswami Maharaj, that Maharaj said like that. And I have read quote of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Their wordings are different, but the message is the same. If one chants offenselessly, then one will be having the vision of the Lord. Because Hare means Radharani, Krishna and Ram mean Krishna only. So you have to get to see Radha and Krishna when you chant. Directly perception should happen. Directly means at least 4:30 to 5 o'clock till the darshan closes. Almost half an hour we have been standing there. Everything is dark in temple hall. Only altars are illuminated. We are seeing their lordships. We have been standing also. Sitting, possibility of sleeping. But standing, very rarely, some devotees do that also. But it's almost rare. So we have watched them carefully. So how when we just after 15-20 minutes when we sit for chanting, how would that alter whatever we saw? Radha Rasbihari, Lalita Vishaka, Gaurnita. Why do they not manifest? Because of this anarthas and because of offenses. When offenses one commits, then Nam and Nami become two different things. They are not two different. Abhinnatvam, they are one only. But they become one. They become separate, different. Namakshara bhu hai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare. Nama nahi hoy. Abhinnatvam, Nama Namino. Nami doesn't come. So Nama nahi hoy. Only Namakshara. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. It is a little tiring also, boring also. So that's why we may feel sleepy also. At least in Mangalati, tune keeps changing. And then Narsing Aarti, that is altogether different. And then Tulsi Aarti, all words are different. Here it's the same thing. It becomes monotonous, hackneyed, boring, tiring, because we don't have realization. Nam and Nami are one. Because of offenses. Offenses have to be given up. Tabe to gaibo, Harinama, Sukhe, happily will chant. Tabe, kabe. Aparad habe hata. So how aparadas will be destroyed? So Guru Kripa, what will it do? Sakale Sammana. If you associate with your Guru, Only Guru knows how to respect every, not only human being, but living being. So if you associate with a Guru, then you can learn from him, and then jaisa sang vaisa rang, you will also be able to respect everyone. And then tabe to gaibo harinam sake. Till then no. तबे तो अबे तो गाइबो हरिनाम दुखे अबे यानी अभी अभी तो मैं हरिनाम दुख से गाता हूँ, यानी गाता हूँ सुख से, लेकिन जब जब करता हूँ तो दुख से, बहुत मुश्किल जाता है, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट रिस्पेक्ट. इफ यू रिस्पेक्ट एवरी वन, योर चैंटिंग हैज़ टू बी आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. बट दैट आर्ट, that science, that strength can be derived only from, learned from our spiritual master. Yes, any other? Yes. Mind gets infatuated. I have to have it. Sankalpa. I have to get iPhone. I have to get iPhone. 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 And after some time of having iPhone, maybe no iPhone. I don't want this. Maybe frustration, something like that. Because vikalpa. Sankalpa is obsessed. After some time, same thing becomes again disgusting. Because maybe new model, maybe that is iPhone 17 Pro. Now 18 has come, or 18 Pro has come. Hey! Only it will be 108 Pro, then only all the scientists will be peaceful. And the 108 Pro, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When all scientists chant one round of Hare Krishna, at least minimum daily. He was telling in the morning, Prabhupada wanted all MLS to have tilak and have street sankirtan and many other things. Mangalarti, they should begin the parliament with Mangalarti first, compulsory. So at least one round they should chant. How many Prabhupada recommended for them? That is street sankirtan, chanting. So one round at least they should chant. That is 108 Pro. iPhone model. Then they'll be satisfied. Yeah, mind goes crazy. Can't focus in anything else. How many of you have observed that? When that thing comes, whatever that thing, that is never the same. That thing is that time only. Next time something else only. But then next time that thing is very, just like in our life, if now Amras is there, Amras. So much Amras milna hi chahiye. But after this season goes, something else maybe. Ganne ka juice, sugar cane juice. That day sugar cane juice is there. So you will be mad after sugar cane. Then you will not ask about Amras then. नहीं यहाँ sugar cane juice बना है, कम से कम 5 लीटर मिलना चाहिए. So isn't it? But then next day again Amras is there. Then you forget sugar cane juice. Amras आज मिलना है. परसों लिया था, कल गन्ने का रस लिया था, लेकिन आज आमरस बनाए, आमरस मिलना ही चाहिए. Isn't it? Goes crazy. Yes, any other? Kabe Nityananda. That R Kabe Nityananda, or that also. Kabe Nityananda, more kori daya, chadai be more, vishayera maya. है ना? Vishayera maya. All this maya, Vishay, so many objects for eyes seeing. I was hearing, I'm hearing His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj on lecture, that maya has been dictating to us, touch this, see this, smell this, test this, watch this and all this. So many times we have watched. Every time we have eaten those foodstuffs. But infatuation is such, every time again same infatuation comes. And touch this. As animals we have touched, they keep touching only. So many times I have touched. Again, why do we want to touch? Testing, seeing, smelling. So many times I have smelled. Why again I want to smell? Maya is so amazing. So Maharaj was telling in that lecture only that this false propaganda of Maya, by which she deludes us, allures us to sense objects, that has to be destroyed through nourishing our intelligence. That's why Prabhupada books have to be read and nourish our intelligence. Then this false propaganda of Maya, she is continuously preaching to all of us. Morning we hear one Bhagavatam class and little bit quotes here and there we read. Daytime 1-2 hours we may read Prabhupada books. But otherwise, in the dead of night also Maya is preaching. Daytime also, 24 hours she is preaching to all of us. And her faithful chela is our own mind, uncontrolled mind. He is very submissively heard all the instructions of Maya Devi, and he keeps dictating, hey, come on, you have to have this one. Without this, your life is not complete. You are not a complete brahmachari. You are 99.9%. But if you have iPhone, then you will become 100% brahmachari. I'm just telling iPhone. I don't know what is the rule here, policy. But in our Pune temple, the iPhone, then that is the exit door. Like that. So no question. Yeah. Okay, any other point? We should become infatuated to Krishna, Krishna Prem, achieving Krishna Prem. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Guru Ishwar Puri told to him, Harer Naam verse, and then he said that perfection, Mahaprabhu is telling to this Prakashan Saraswati and others, what is that? Rodati, Rauti, what is the beginning? Evam, 11th canto, Unmadavan Nrutyati Lokabhayyaha, Evam Swapriya Nama Kirtya, Jatanurago Druta Chitta Uche. One word is I am missing. Evam Priya Swapriya, Evam Swapriya Nama Kirtya, Jatanurago Druta Chitta Uche, Hasati Rodati Rautati, Unmadavan Nrutyati Lokabhayyaha. Such a devotee who goes mad in ecstasy, something like Bhava Bhakta and Premi Bhakta. Then he is crying, laughing, dancing, Lokabhayyaha, without considering what others may say. Who cares? Like that. So one has to develop infatuation towards Krishna. Prabhupada wrote that, no? Our devotees say that materialists think that devotees are crazy, and devotees know that materialists are crazy. But in one sense, devotees are crazy. They are extra crazy, more crazy than materialists, but crazy for Krishna. Unless we are crazy for Krishna, if we are not, then we will be crazy for Maya. And that we see also, even as brahmacharis, that when mind is not crazy for Krishna, the mind is crazy for some item of Maya. Like that. Okay? Done? We'll start? Or anything more you want to? Yes, very powerful. Mind has so much power. That is compared to sun rays. All of us are experiencing now. Scorching sun rays, creating so much sweat and all that. But these sun rays, just few of them, they cannot burn paper. But if they are concentrated through a lens on a paper gets burnt. They are at one point only. Few. I don't know how many sun rays will be there in that much lens. All of us have done that in childhood. In comparison to all over Bombay or all over Maharashtra and India and world, how many sun rays are falling? In comparison, in our lens, very few sun rays. Let's say 100 to 100. So those 100 to 100 sun rays are not able to burn paper, but they only are concentrated at one point, focal point. Paper gets burnt. So that only can happen during chanting. Focus can be there, attention can be there. So much can be gained. Otherwise, how much loss is there? Namakshara Bahu Hoy, 27,648 holy names. Namakshar Hoy. Nama nahi hoy. One holy name is not chanted. That Kanishtadhikari means one who chants holy name once purely. That is Kanishtadhikari. And Madhyamadhikari means one who nirantar, one who chants pure name. And Uttamadhikari definition given by Mahaprabhu is one just by seeing whom one is reminded of Krishna. That is Uttamadhikari. So sometimes preachers may think that I am Madhyamadhikari. But Madhyamadhikari means one who always chants purely, pure holy name. And Kanishtadhikari means once he chants pure holy name, and he will go back to Godhead. Once only you have to chant. But after that, if he commits Vaishnava aparadh, then he won't be able to go back to Godhead. Then he has to undo it, rectify his mistake. Like that. Yeah, that seminar if you attend, you will be very clear. My God, I am not a Kanishtadhikari. We are Vaishnava Praya, Vaishnava Abhas. Yes. Kanishtadhikari is very exalted. And Kanishtadhikari has no intention of committing any sin ever. No question. So that book is very nice. Vaishnav Ninda of Bhaktivedant Thakur. Such nice, it's in Bangla, but His Grace Vidwan Gaurang Guru has translated in English. So we can understand Bangla also. Aparad kore na. We can understand, but anyway, translation is below immediately. Read that book. How many of you have that book? Nobody has it. Just one copy if you get it in library. You can. Is there already? Yeah, you had seminar, but only 2 devotees attended, it seems. If he is agreeing to come, you may invite him again. Yes, any other? Higher taste, yeah. Param drushtani vatate. Then we can, like I gave an example, your mother is coming to Mumbai Central at 1 o'clock in the night. You will not tell her that my sleep will be disturbed. You sleep in the waiting hall. I will come to you 5 o'clock in the morning and bring you. You will go. And next day you will attend morning program. In fact, you will get up early, you will wake her up and tell her 4:30 you have to be there in temple hall. You will not consider that night I did not sleep properly. Because you have higher taste, higher love for your mother. That doesn't matter. Yes, so should we begin? You have one point. So every day we have to learn something new. For that we should read books. Prabhupada books also give so much information. I'll ask you one question, don't answer. And raise hand if you know. What is the definition of apatya, or the meaning of apatya, that Prabhupada gives in Bhaktivedanta purports in Bhagavatam? Raise your hand if you know the answer. One hand is up. 2. Okay, we'll try. Okay, yourself. That everybody knows. How many of you know apatya means son? Like dampati means the couple. Like that apatya means son. How many of you know? Apatya, son, daughter, whatever that apatya. That everybody knows. In Hindi, I think it is there. Sanskrit, it is definitely there. In Marathi also, apatya means son. But that is the definition Prabhupada gives. One who does not allow his mother or father to fall in hell. That is apatya. So you see, how many of you have read Bhagavatam fully? Or at least first 5-6 cantos? This is there in, I'm not sure, maybe 3rd canto or 4th. 313, okay. So beginning of 3rd canto only. 3113, okay. You see? So though we have read Bhagavatam, we have not read scrutinizingly. His Holiness Swayam Prakash, Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj says, a book is not read unless read thrice. Any book you have read 2 times, you have not read that book. When 3rd time you read that book, then you have read that book. 3 times minimum you have to read a book. Then it can be said that you have read that book. I heard some devotee, senior devotee saying, I'm not sure. Prabhupada surely said, all must read all my books. But His Holiness Prabhupada Saraswati Maharaj says mostly that Prabhupada said they should read my books 3 times. Somebody else said 7 times. And in Tokyo, Prabhupada gave a lecture, Bhagavatam class, Prabhupada says, you should read my books 24 hours a day. I do that. In folio you type, I do that. Twice he says. And before that statement is, you should read my books 24 hours a day. One devotee asked me, Prabhu ji, फिर 16 माला जब, बोला तुम चिंता मत करो, पहले 24 घंटा प्रॉपर बुक पढ़ना शुरू कर दो, फिर देखना कैसे होता है, हो जाएगा बराबर. Like that. Anyway, ठीक है, we'll begin. Or anything bubbling in the heart? ठीक है, so we'll begin with 12th chapter. Conversation between Maharaj Rahugan and Jada Bharat. This is around 17 verses. 16 verses only. Yesterday we were 17 maybe. Yeah, yesterday I sent. Okay, so first one verse. Rahugana Vacha Namo Namaha Karana Vigrahaya Swarupa Tucchi Kruta Vigrahaya Namo Avadhuta Dvijabandhulinga Nighuda Nityanubhavaya Tubhyam. King Rahugan said, O most exalted person, different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By the influence of your true self, all kinds of contradiction in the Shastras have been removed. In the dress of a friend of a Brahman, you are hiding your transcendental blissful position. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. From the Brahma Samhita, we understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the cause of all causes, Sarva Karana Karanam. Rishabdev was the direct incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes. His son, Bharat Maharaj, who was now acting as the Brahman, Jada Bharat, had received his body from the cause of all causes. Therefore, he is addressed as Karana Vigrahaya. Prabhupada has focused on Karana Vigrahaya. And Chakravarti Pad, here I think Bhanu Maharaj has given translation that just in translation, you have an eternal form like the Lord, which makes the writers of scripture insignificant by its experience of bliss. So writing is a kind of theory. They may talk about some kind of theory, bliss, they may explain. But here interaction with Jada Bharat, Raghugan's experience, realization is, makes the writers of scriptures insignificant by its experience of bliss. Bhaktivedant can be experienced. One correction yesterday, I don't know how many of you observed, means I felt afterwards while explaining that wick example, that mind, it's like what do you call that? Wick is not burning properly, then it blackens the whole, what do you call that, lamp, glass thing. And then the light is not there, it's all darkness rather. So that is compared to the other side of the mind when it is bound or what you call conditioned. But in the liberated state, two examples were given. Yeah? So, when the one possibility is the wick burns fully, because the ghee is there nicely, it's burning. So over a period of time, it will be gone, finished. Otherwise, it burns like very nicely and gives nice light. So while speaking once, I just said little wrong, so I wanted to correct that. After I felt that time, but I could not think properly. So afterwards, I'm correcting myself. So both these examples are for liberation only of the mind. So one is for Jnani. So if the Jnani is like, he finishes off his existence and he merges in Brahma Jyoti. So that is wick getting extinguished completely. And it is glowing very wonderfully, that brilliant light, because of nice golden ghee was the word used by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So that is like devotee experiencing, what was the word? Rasal, ras kind of. What was the exact word? So that is going to Golok Vrindavan or Vaikuntha and experiencing rasas with the Lord. Which verse was that? It was towards the end, I believe. Eight, huh? So much behind. Okay. I'll read it again for you. Eight. It was little repeated also, huh? That ras word is not coming there. A lamp with a burnt up ghee wick burns with a smoky flame, and at another time gets extinguished and merges with the elements, swapadam. Or a lamp with a burnt up ghee wick burns with a smoky flame, but when fed on golden ghee, it burns without smoke in its brilliant form. Swapadam. So this Swapadam, Padam means what? Sthan. Isn't it? That Samashritaye Padapallava Plavam Mahat Padam. So what is the meaning of Mahat Padam? Those who have taken the shelter of this boat like two lotus feet of Krishna, they are always focused on spiritual world. So Padam is Sthan also. Padam in Sanskrit. So Swapadam means Krishna's abode. If he is liberated because of his mind, if he is a devotee, he will be focused on, he will go to Golok Vrindavan or Vaikuntha or wherever. Otherwise, similarly, the mind bound by the gunas takes shelter of many functions, Rutti, but at another time obtains a taste of the Lord's sweetness, Tattvam. So one side it gets completely extinguished, like entering in Brahma Jyoti for Gyanis, and for devotees entering in Golok Vrindavan. Like that is the explanation. Okay, so here Chakravarti Pad writes in the commentary for 5.12.1. The 12th chapter explains that though the universe is false, Krishna's 6 qualities, his abode and bhakti are true. Karan means the Lord. This indicates that Bharat has an eternal form for protecting the world. His form, by its experience of bliss, makes insignificant the arguments of the writers of scriptures. So even the form of Bharat also, experience of bliss, makes insignificant the arguments of the writers of scriptures. That is what is the realization of Rahugan. He's glorifying now. When we commit offense, we have to recognize, we have to repent, and then rectify. So this is rectificatory measure is going on. He is glorifying now that, O most exalted personality, you are not different from the supreme personality of Godhead. By the influence of your true self, all kinds of contradiction in the Shastras have been removed. In the dress of a friend of a Brahman, he is appearing Dvijabandhu, a friend of a Brahman, that is Dvijabandhu. You are hiding your transcendental blissful position. I offer my respect to obeisances unto you. So rectification is going. He repented also earlier, so now he is rectifying. 12th, second one. Jvara mayartasya yathagadam sat nidadha dagdhasya yatha himambaha kudehamana hi vidishta druhtehe brahman vachaste amrutam aushadham. Acha, May was there towards the end. Here in sections he says, first 4 verses are about Rahugan thanks Jada Bharat and inquires further. Translation of second. O best of the Brahmins, my body is filled with dirty things and my vision has been bitten by the serpent of pride. Due to my material conceptions, I am diseased. Your nectarian instructions are the proper medicine for one suffering from such a fever, and they are cooling waters for one scorched by the heat. Medicine for fever, cooling water for heat. Purport. The conditioned soul has a body full of dirty things, bones, blood, urine, stool, and so forth. Nonetheless, the most intelligent men in this material world think they are these combinations of blood, bone, urine, and stool. If this is so, why can't other intelligent men be made with these ingredients which are so readily available? The entire world is going on under the bodily conception and creating a hellish condition unfit for any gentleman's living. The instructions given to King Rahugan by Jadabharat are very valuable. They are like the medicine that can save one from a snake bite. The Vedic instructions are like nectar and cool water for one suffering from scorching heat. So snake bite are medicine that can save one from snake bite. Which is the snake? Maya is the snake, or Kal is also another snake, Kala Sarpa. So we are bitten by that, but then these instructions are like medicine. We can get rid of Kala Sarpa. Chakravarti Pad writes, my vision has been bitten seriously by the snake of false identity with the despicable body. So this is Charma Chakshu. Yesterday we were talking. So Charma Chakshu means seeing I am a body and another body. So one body is attracted to another body, though as it is said here, the body is nothing but made up of all stool, urine, pus, mucus, bile. Our Rukmini Devi says very nicely when Krishna jokes with her, you could have got better husband, why did you choose me and all that. So Rukmini says, oh, how can I choose any other man whose whole body is filled up with so many hair all over, isn't it? I heard that around on the head, you know how many hairs are there? And I don't know because I shave my head. So I have heard around 1 lakh. Means not exactly 1 lakh, but approximate. If you don't believe in me, you count. I Prabhu, how can I count? Okay, count on another brahmachari's head. But his shaved head. At least after a week, hair grown. Huh? So I tell him, hey Prabhu, don't shave. I'm going to come for counting. We'll make marks on your entire head. And each 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll count per one how many hair, second section how many, like that. So, what so many hair here, so much, all over the body we have hair, literally, like a bear's body. Bear has too much. Ours is also like that. So she says, how can I choose any mundane mortal whose body is filled up with hairs? Just the hair is so bad. In the commentary, Chakravartipad writes, my vision has been bitten seriously by the snake of false identity with the despicable body. O Brahman, your words are medicine, agadam. An example is given on the grounds that this example is not always true. Medicine does not always cure. Another example is given. If the example of medicine is unsatisfactory, then the words of Bharat are compared to nectar. Yeah, medicine may not sometimes work. Where we hear medicine may not work always. Balasya neha sharanam pitro nrusimha nartasya cha agadam udanvati majjato no. Agadam word he uses. Despite having costly medicine, the person may not be saved. Despite having best of the boats, he may drown. And despite having, what is that? What is the third example? The mother, father also, then also child cannot be saved. So in case somebody says that always medicines don't work, so he has given another example also of nectar. Bharat, that means Jad Bharat's words are, if not medicine, then Amrut, nectar. Third one. Tasmad bhavantam mama samshayartham prakshami paschad aduna subodham adhyatma yoga gratitam tavoktam आख्याहि कौतूहल चेतसो मे. Whatever doubts I have about a particular subject matter, I shall ask you about later. For the time being, these mysterious yoga instructions you have given me for self-realization appear very difficult to understand. Please repeat them in a simple way so that I can understand them. My mind is very inquisitive and I want to understand this clearly. How much humility is required to inquire like this? The 4 palanquin, at least 3 are there. How can he ask like that? I did not understand properly. Would you please explain, repeat in a simple way? Similarly, who else said like this? And to whom? King Prachanivari said that to Narad Muni. When that allegory was told of Puranjan, so then he said it's a little confusing. I'm not getting it clearly. Could you please explain it simple way and all that? And eventually he realizes also, this is my story. Prabhupada quotes Tadvidhi Pranipatena. Prabhupada's, in one sense, number one quality is his Guru Nishtha, isn't it? So that's why we have our Mangalati beginning with Guru Ashtaka. Otherwise, if you see traditionally, it is Gaudiya Math also it is that Vibhava Rishesh and all that. So Prabhupada, this is everywhere he gives so much credit to his Guru Maharaj. Prabhupada's Pranati mantra is so nice. Namaste Saraswati Devi. I am servant of Saraswati Thakur. That means he is the one I serve wholeheartedly. So Vaishnava Seva comes there. Namaste Saraswati. Gauravani Pracharini. That is Name Ruchi. Gauravani. And Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini. That means Jivdaya. Delivering all the fallen souls. Western countries impersonal. But here also now India is also becoming quite impersonal. So all three things which are aspects of Krishna Prem. Krishna Prem means three things only. Namiruchi, Vaishnava Seva, Jivdaya. No fourth thing. How much Krishna Prem we have developed, we have to just judge these three things in ourselves only. No need of asking others. How much Ruchi we have for Nam, chanting the holy name. How much we are eager to serve Vaishnavas, and we do serve Vaishnavas. One is eagerness inside, gratitude inside, so eagerness to serve. But externally service also. Grossly you serve in some way. You wash their clothes, you clean their room, you cook for them, you serve them, you massage their body, or you lift their luggage, something assisting them in their services. And Jivdaya, how much you feel compassion. Sometimes we may not be able to distribute book, but we feel so many people are here. I'm not able to distribute books. Like yesterday I came in the train, it was jam packed. From the beginning only. It left Pune, then it was halting at quite some places in some suburbs of Pune. But Chinswad, it was completely filled up. And 20 minutes later, starting. And then it was, many people were standing also, though it was reserved bogie. So I was wondering what to do. My chanting was remaining, and all chanting was low quality because so many distractions. But then that was there, and some other things. But then towards the end, I showed at least some 3-4 people around. So they took 7 small books, went. I was very happy. But I felt so many more are there. This is just one bogie only filled up with 72 sitting passengers. 72 sitting. And plus so many standing. It was 100 plus within that bogie. And I did not show to anyone. I showed only 4-5 people only. Those who were just next to me. And so many others were remained uncovered. And plus so many bogies then, which I don't even know how many bogies were there. So we may not be, but we should feel compassion for them, that I have to do something about it, what to do. And I was really, and because Pune is not so much crowded, Bombay locals and platform, so many people there standing. I wondering, my God, when will we preach to all these people? When will they become at least one around us and visit ISKCON temples, centers, and following? When will it happen? So much population is there. And that too, I was just coming from Pune to Bombay. And Pune, I did not have that much realization. Just when I crossed something like Kalyan, I think, then all that Thakurli, Dombivli, in between one more station, Koper is inserted. And then there, Diva, Mumbai, Kalwa, Thana, Mulund, Bhandu, and all that. Train was not stopping also, but platforms, people were standing. And so many crowds. Mataji was standing in queue also. I was wondering why they are standing in queue. Maybe for ladies bogie they have made some rule. I don't know why it was like that. But so many. So Jivdaya. So we should calculate our own Krishna Prem advancement through these 3 factors. Yes. So you love Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then only you will spread, no? His Vani. Like how many of you, like he also quoted, no? Today morning, I am also quoting. Every preacher quotes somebody other. So he loves that person. He has been hearing that person. He quoted Radha Govind Maharaj at least 2 times minimum. And that too with relish. How Maharaj says like that. So you love someone, then only his Vani you will prachar. You will do prachar. Otherwise, why will you? Can you preach the statements of Prakashana Saraswati? Just by heart, whatever Prakashana Saraswati says, what a fool you are, like women and children, you are dancing on the street. Is this the way? Are you are sannyasi. Vedanta vakyeshu sadaramantaha kopinavantaha khalu bhagyavantaha. Like that will you say to any sannyasi in ISKCON or anyone? So you love Prabhupada, so you quote Prabhupada. You spread his Vani. नहीं chanting गौरांग कैसे हो ना? कबे नवद्वीपे सुरधुनि ताटे गौर नित्यानंद बोली निष्कपटे नाचिया गाइया बेड़ाई बो छोटे Batulera praya chhadiya vichar, kabe habe bolo se de namar. So earlier I was telling that evam priyas, so nama kirtya, jatanu rago. I will be oblivious to all the people around. Lokabhaya, what? Outsiders, I don't care. So here similar statement our Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying. Batulera praya chhadiya vichar. Giving up all vichar, consideration of what Navadvipasis will think about me. Batulera praya. Like a madman, I will chant. Kabe Navadvipe, in Navadvip, Suradhuni Tate, on the bank of Ganga. Gauranga! Nityananda! Not just once, but continuously. Gaura Nityananda, Boli Nishkapate, without any duplicity in the heart. Nishkapate. So that is Nam Ruchi. Gauranga's name also. And Gauranga's teachings are what? Jare dekho tare kaho, Krishna Upadesh. So we chant Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhupada's language in Surat, I think he gave lecture. So we have this Panchatattva Mahamantra. But how many Mahamantras of this Panchatattva Mahamantra we chant? Only once. That too not on bead. 108 beads we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So why not chant Panchatattva Mahamantra only on 108 beads? Why not? Because they themselves chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra and they recommended that only to us. Isn't it? In fact, that was the objection of Vallabh Bhatta also. That what foolishness. The wife, the Pativrata Stri, chaste wife, never takes the name of her husband. So how can you take the name of Krishna who is our husband? That is not chastity. So what was the answer? Who gave the answer? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only. So what is the answer? Husband only has ordered the wife. Chant my name. So she should follow. So Krishna only has ordered. We should chant Hare Krishna Mantra. So we chant. So got it? Yes. Where were we? Oh Brahman, your words are medicine. No, that is over, no? Third one we read here. I will later tell you the topics of doubt. Now explain your words, difficult to understand, about Adhyatma Yoga, so that it is easy to understand. I am inquisitive. Curious. So this inquisitiveness is very important. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. But how many of you feel sometimes after being a brahmachari in the ashram for some years, we have Athato Bhayankar Jigyasa? How many of you feel? Isn't it? No? You don't, huh? Only Sundarshyam Das has this problem, I think. I want to know what is Narendra Modi doing, what is happening in those 5 states where election happened, and what is Mamata Banerjee's next move now, when no more on the post, and what about those Muslims on the border, will they return back to Bangladesh, or what will they do now? You don't have anger. Or Iran-Israel war, why they are so cold now? They should shoot. Isn't it? So, no Bhayankar Jigyasa. You are all, I take the dust of all of you on my head. It's good. Basically, our real nature comes up eventually. Especially offenses. When offenses happen, then very ugly, dirty of ourselves comes out. What to do? And we only face that, especially for brahmachari, when he sees his own ugly side, dirty side. He feels very much distorted, very much disturbed. And not being able to chant properly, not taking shelter of superiors, then he leaves ashram also eventually. What to do? I just can't tolerate so much dirt in my heart. And I don't think I can make it. Like that thoughts come. And that is Krishna's mercy also, that offenses are dangerous for him. And if he remains inside the ashram, he will continue offending. So better he goes out. Even if he commits some sin, no problem. One holy name eradicates millions of lifetimes of trillions of sinful reaction. So not a big deal. But let him not remain in ashram. Otherwise he will continue offending. So Krishna mercifully sends him out of ashram. And arrogance also is too much. How many of you heard the word, if one cannot make it as a brahmachari or sannyasi, he should humbly enter in grahastha ashram. Humbly. How many of you heard? You have not heard, huh? You only have heard that he should enter in grahastha ashram. You have not heard this word? He should humbly enter in grahastha ashram. How many of you heard? Only one. Nobody else. I think you came to Pune that time, you might have heard. Maybe Pune devotees speak a lot. You have heard other places also, na? Yeah. Yeah. Humbly he should enter. So why humbly? He is not humble before. Yeah, he becomes very arrogant. Brahmacharya life is in one shot. If you want to succinctly speak, it is Punar Mushtika Bhava story. Hmm? Like a rat in the beginning, before coming to Krishna. Who knows us? We're underground. Now so many people know us, isn't it? Like Prabhu's lecture today, YouTube, it must have gone. There only viewers will be so many, and likes may be there, and plus some will see later, isn't it? Today, if you see the count, it will be whatever, few hundred. After tomorrow, you see, there will be more count because more will watch tomorrow. Then after a week, more, and after 1-2 months, it will show sometimes in thousands. Yes or not? So we are quite famous now, but earlier, like underground existence, rat kind of. Then we went to a sage and he made us cat. Then we were made dog, and then now saffron means almost like a lion. He's not yet Simha Guru, but he's a Simha Pracharak. है कि नहीं? तो या जो भी है सिम्हा ब्रह्मचारी, ब्रह्मचारी सिम्हा, सुंदर श्याम सिम्हा, नहीं सुंदर श्याम दास, सॉरी. बट दास तो गुरु महाराज ने बोला है, लेकिन मैं तो मेरा सरनेम तो सिम्हा ही है ना, है कि नहीं? ऐसा अंदर से लगता है. दूसरों के लिए सुंदर श्याम दास, मेरे खुद के लिए सुंदर श्याम सिम्हा. So lion, like that. So we become lion, and then those who brought us, those who nurtured us, nourished us, we go against them only. See faults in them, criticize them, and then fall down. Again to rat's existence. Underground. Again no more visible. So one has to be extremely careful. Especially with devotees. Better give extra respect than rejecting or neglecting or criticizing. At least give appropriate respect. Hare Krishna. Say to every devotee Hare Krishna. How many of you have some devotee whom you cannot say Hare Krishna? Two honest devotees are there, they raise their hand. कुछ तो है लोग हमारे जीवन में जिनको हम हरे कृष्ण नहीं बोल सकते. हम बोल सकते अरे कृष्णा. कैसे लोगों को तुमने जन्म दिया है, हाँ, और उनको आश्रम में क्यों भेजा है? हाँ, मेरे ही आश्रम में. अरे पुणे भेज दो, दिल्ली भेज दो, इधर क्या कमी है क्या आश्रम में? इस कमीने को इधर ही भेजना था क्या? Yeah, so very dirty thoughts come in the mind. So they are very honest. Immediately they raise hand. Others are thinking, नहीं, हम तो हर किसी को हरे कृष्णा. हाँ, बाहर वाले को आप बोलते हैं हरे कृष्णा, अंदर वालों की बात कर रहे हैं हम. अंदर ही है वो लोग, बाहर नहीं हो. बाहर वालों को तो हरे कृष्णा बोलेंगे ही. तो very difficult. Anyway, Krishna will protect if you just continue serving. At least some great soul should be there whom we have been serving, and their blessings, what it is called, Soharda. Their hearty wishes, blessings are with you. Soharda. Isn't it? Soharda word you must have heard. Their hearty blessings are with you. So you will be protected. Then fourth. Yadaha yogeshwara drushyamanam क्रियाफलम सद्व्यवहारमूलम नहि अंजसा तत्व विमर्शनाय भगवान अमुष्मिन् भ्रमते मनो में. O master of yogic power, you said that fatigue resulting from moving the body here and there is appreciated by direct perception, but actually there is no fatigue. It simply exists as a matter of formality. By such inquiries and answers, no one can come to the conclusion of the absolute truth. Because of your presentation of the statement, my mind is a little disturbed. Purport. Formal inquiries and answers about the bodily conception do not constitute knowledge of the absolute truth. That is, what is it? It's Atma Tattva. But Bhagavad Tattva is next step. That also has to be understood. Atma Tattva is also important. And about just not about just body, but about the soul also. Knowledge of the absolute truth is quite different from the formal understanding of bodily pains and pleasures. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna informs Arjun that the pains and pleasures experienced in relation to the body are temporary. They come and go. Which was? Kaunteya, Shitoshna Sukha Dukkada, Agama, Apayino, Anitya. They come and go, but they are temporary. One should not be disturbed by them, Tam Stitikshasva Bharata, but should tolerate them and continue with spiritual realization. So any problem in brahmachari life also, we're talking brahmachari because we are all brahmachari. So you'll find that never remains forever. Lust also will attack, but it will attack. Who can feel 24 hours lusty? No, you'll feel hunger also, you'll have some other thing. Some services will be there, so I have to bathe now, go for pujari services. So some other thoughts are there, services are there, some other devotees are around. Hey, Hari bol Prabhu, thoda sa kuch prasad hai kya? Prasad hi nahi mila mujhe. So interruptions are also there. So that way we are saved. Because it all material. Lust is temporary. It is not the original nature of the soul. If you read 1 to 17, Shunata Swakata Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, Hridayantastaya Badrani, Vidvamati Sarussatam. So how many avadaras Prabhupada speaks in the purport? Wealth and women. These are two big obstacles for every spiritualist. And many stalwarts have retreated from this path because of one of the two or both. One is enough. Either money can take one away. I know a brahmachari who got around 35 lakhs 2 decades back when the father's property was divided. And he was having fights with many other brahmacharis. He was criticizing seniors. And then when he got money, then he thought, why to break head here in this temple? Let me go to Radhakund. Went to Radhakund. 1 year he stayed there on the bank of Radhakund. Rented some room. He had his laptop in which he was, I don't know what he was reading, maybe Prabhupada books or some other books. And then eventually after 1 year he left that, then he went to his hometown near Bombay somewhere. And then river bank he was chanting. There he was chanting 64 rounds maybe on the Radhakund. And he came here. Then he gave up chanting completely. He came to Pune and was working in company. Zero. Completely gave up. So money means as such aparad only in one sense to devotees. That is the original cause. But when money came, then he thought, why to break head here in this ashram? 35 lakhs, if I just put it, FDs and all that, enough interest will be there for whole life, good enough. Then going to Radhakund and all that. Or women, you must have heard many cases, how one woman can come in brahmachari's life or any devotee's life and take him away, out, like that. I heard in one temple, one saffron brahmachari is there. So one Mataji was there, unmarried girl, like that. So brahmacharis are expert in skills and all that. Especially like for us, which is the weakest sense? Eyes. For a man, eyes are very weak. In a sense, he gets attracted to the form of the opposite sex. And for women, which is the weakest sense? Ears, voice. We have voice in Pune. I don't know what you have. You have choice here. I think good that you don't have voice. But still, you have your own voice. So be careful. And brahmacharis are very sweet singers. Hare Krishna. Once we were in the Radha Gopinath temple. After the class, we were around His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj, and we were appreciating some point, and then somehow the topic went to brahmachari, something like that. So Govind Prabhu from behind said, Maharaj, when Shivram Prabhu sings Hare Krishna mantra or any kirtan, Mataji say Hari Bol. The way he said it. And Maharaj said, Shivram Prabhu, perfection of your life. Matajis go mad when you start singing, Maharaj. He just immediately fell at the feet of Maharaj. Maharaj was sitting on us, so he immediately fell on Maharaj. Please protect me. I want to remain in ashram. Maharaj said, be careful. He has a lot of CDs produced. Many places I go, I hear his voice. Some bhajan, something. He is having nice voice. So Maharaj cautioned him, be careful. Anyway, all of us sing. And mostly we only sing, isn't it? Sometimes grihasthas may sing. They may not know also many times. But brahmacharis only are the singers. Like that. In childhood, we might have wanted Lata Mangeshkar, Ayesha Julka, Asha Bhosle, something like that, or Kishore Kumar or somebody. So that we did not get somehow, fortunately, not Bollywood, but Hollywood, ISKCON, whatever it is wood. So we have come and we are singing here. So the women are very. So what happened? One girl indicated to some brahmachari like that. Through eyes, आँखों में इशारा कर दिया कुछ तो. So then he felt, oh, she likes me, and then I can marry her. So he removed saffron, he wore white. He went to her father and said, I want to marry your daughter. So then he asked her, I think. She said, no, I don't want to marry. So poor fellow, he already removed saffron. So after some months, she indicated to another brahmachari from the same ashram. He removed saffron, then he took white, and then he went to father, and father right away rejected it. Like that, you don't have enough money, you will not be able to maintain my daughter. After some months, same Mataji, third brahmachari left ashram. This is old news, 7-8 years back. I don't know the latest score. I told you 3 score only. Score of 3 brahmacharis leaving ashram from the same ashram because of one Mataji only. So one has to be extremely cautious. Especially, वो नहीं मुझे पता. Whether she came from heavenly planet or from the same city, that we don't know. Anyway, Indra is sitting here also. So what was the point? So this lust will not remain forever. It's material thing. Here are 2 things Prabhupada says. It is a foreign nature, he says in that purport only. And it takes time for this foreign nature to. Just like some, what they call Dhamar, no? Dhamar or something? Huh? Dhamar, no? That straight road. What is it called in English? Tar. So imagine tar is stuck to your cheeks or something. I said, hey, kya hua, bro? Kya hua? And you apply something, it may not go so easily. With your soap and all, it will not go. Then what all to apply? You may apply kerosene. So many things you will do. And some time it will take. But will it go or not? It will go. You are not born with tar and all that. That was just because somewhere you put your hand and it got stuck. So it's a foreign nature. It's not nature of your body. And it will go away. But it takes time. Tar is not like normal soot or something touching. So likewise, lust is also like that. It will take time, but it will definitely go away. Lust, pride, greed and all these things. Women and wealth. Then 5th and 6th are together. 5th and to 10th, he is saying Jada Bharat establishes the falsity of the material world. Brahmana uvacha ayam jano nama chalan pruthivyam यह पार्थिवः पार्थिवकस्य हेतुः तस्यापि चाङ्घ्रोरधिगुल्फजङ्घा जानोरुमध्योर अशिरोधरांसं अंस्य अधि दार्विशिबिका च यस्याम् सौवीरराजेत्यपदेश आस्ते यस्मिन् भवान् रूढनिजाभिमानो राजास्मि सिन्धुष्विति दुर्मदान्धः. The self-realized Brahman Jada said, among the various material combinations and permutations, there are various forms and earthly transformations. For some reason, these move on the surface of the earth and are called palanquin carriers. Those material transformations which do not move are gross material objects like stones. In any case, the material body is made of earth and stone in the form of feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, torso, throat and head. Upon the shoulders is the wooden palanquin, and within the palanquin is the so-called king of Sauvir. The body of the king is simply another transformation of earth, but within that body your lordship is situated and falsely thinking that you are the king of the state of Sauvir. So he is giving analysis on the knowledge, that jnana platform. But that is also very important. Our acharyas have given that also. So that he also says, King Kulashekar, idam shariram parinama peshalam patati avasham शतसंधि जर्जरम किम औषधम पृष्यसि मूढ़ दुर्मते निरामयम कृष्ण रसामयम रसामयम पिब पिब drink. So he's saying idam shariram parinama peshalam patati avashyam. It will definitely fall down, this body. Shata sandhi jarjaram. There are hundreds of joints. Here only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many joints. How many? Around 350 or something plus. 300 plus at least. So many joints are there. So it's like a body, like this building. You can see there are pillars, there are beams, there are walls, bricks, cement. So we also have these bones, marrow, muscles, isn't it? Above the bone kind of muscles. Then we have this skin and all these things. So exactly like that only. So why to think that you are somebody great? This kind of instructions by the superiors are very important. They make us humble then. All the illusion that comes in which we think we are great, that is all smashed. Somebody is required in our life. How many of you have somebody who can smash you? Just before the class, I received call by His Grace Radhesham Prabhu's assistant. I got shocked. My God, assistant, he has nothing to do with me. Maybe Radhesham, then he said, Radhesham Prabhu wants to talk to you. I said, oh my God. So then Radhesham said, Sundarshyam Prabhu, some pediced devotees came to me. They said, you gave a class and you said Haridas Thakur was not born in Muslim family. He was born in Hindu family and all that. And then I said, Prabhu, I read it in Prem Vilas. So then I told it there in Adi Lila 13th chapter. And he said, send me that. So I mailed him also just before coming for the class. So like that. And then he said, Bhaktivedant Thakur criticizes those who say that Haridas Thakur was born in Hindu family to his father or mother, somebody was Brahmin. That I never said. I told him very clearly. I never said that his mother or father was Brahmin. And that's why he had the strength to chant the holy name. Something like that. So Bhaktivedant Thakur has condemned that. I said, I never said all these things. I never read that article. I just quoted from Prem Vilas, and Prem Vilas, Prabhupada has quoted in 13th chapter of Adi Lila. And I sent him that thing. Then he said, okay, send me that. And that's how the conversation, now the reply will come. After the class when I see, it will come, okay, Prem Vilas. Then he will say, from Prem Vilas also you send me the article where it is written that, like that. But it seems he also knows that Haridas Thakur was born in a Hindu family. He was not born in Muslim family. But when he was a small child, parents died. So then he was raised by a Muslim family. So that time, even water of the Muslim touches you, you are Muslim. You are not acceptable by Hindus. So that's how he was considered a Muslim. So just day before yesterday, I gave PDC class in the evening, Sunday evening. And just today only call came. I have to answer them. So somebody should be there in our life to twist our ear, asking, where is it written? What did you say? So how many of you have somebody who is there? Yeah, you are fortunate. You will be protected. Eventually, we may not have anyone. That's how Prabhupada disciples had difficulty. They were like islands in their own areas, preaching powerfully. But nobody above them. Prabhupada left, but they did not accept, in one sense, any one of their senior God brothers as a person to report to or something like that. Then eventually some of them left also. If you read, I think in the many moons by His Holiness Giraj Swami Maharaj, it is written about Tamal Krishna Maharaj is one person, one of the moons. So there I think it is written, or maybe watering this, not watering the seed, mostly here. So he says that about Tamal Krishna Maharaj, that he confided to me that many of the devotees thought that Tamal, big man, Prabhupada, any project failed, every leader failed, Prabhupada said, call Tamal, he will do it. And then he would come and he would definitely do it, like Mayapur land purchase, many things which nobody could do, he could do. So he got so much association of Prabhupada while Prabhupada was here, and after that also he was senior most person in one sense in ISKCON. So many people took his shelter and all that. So he had no need of having any friends and all. Like that, many devotees had misunderstanding about His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami. So Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj confided with His Holiness Giraj Swami Maharaj that this is not truth. When I take some decision, I consult always at least 1, 2, 3, 4 God brothers, at least one, and ask them. And sometimes if they say that no, Swami Maharaj, this is not good, not Swami Maharaj, what is his name? Goswami Maharaj. This is better not to go for this. So then I would not also go for. So it's not that I did not have anybody to look up to and all that. So we should have somebody always above us so that we are protected. So here he says, Prabhupada has long purport, but towards the middle he says, it is clearly explained in the following verses that the living entity does not suffer due to body's fatigue. See, living entity does not suffer due to the body's fatigue. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives an example of a child heavily decorated with ornaments. Although the child's body is very delicate, he does not feel fatigue, nor do the parents think that his ornament should be taken away. The living entity has nothing to do with the bodily pains and pleasures. These are simply mental concoctions. How many of you, in case you observed, earlier, how many of you joined Brahmacharya Ashram when you got button phone, keypad phone, earlier? Those who have joined recently, they might have got directly. And then eventually when you shifted to smartphone, how many of you felt it's little extra weight? More than keypad? Keypad is small. But did you really feel the pain after 1 month, 2 months? Now we have got used to it, isn't it? Now in case we don't feel so much weight, isn't it? Yes or not? So how come? So when attachment is there, then we don't feel that weight and all that. Isn't it? So Prabhupada also gives example that sometimes the mother is very short and skinny and the child is very plumpy and fat. A little heavy child. But the mother never complains. Will she tell the neighboring lady, oh, your child is very skinny and I have skinny body. Could we exchange our children? My plumpy child, you are very fat lady. Why don't you take my son and let's have exchange? Will she ever do that? No, she loves her son and she never feels he is heavy and all that. It's cumbersome, it's difficult. But she doesn't feel that because there is love. So bodily fatigue is only in one sense. It's nothing to do with Atma. Atma is different. It's a nice example of child wearing heavy ornaments. His body is very delicate, but he does not feel fatigue. Nor do the parents think that his ornaments should be taken away. The living entity has nothing to do with the bodily pains and pleasures. These are simply mental concoctions. So all of us, it's a shock, isn't it? Sometimes to our authorities, Prabhu, thoda body is tired, 5 days we had camp or we had yatra. How many of you said like that to some senior or somebody? No? Nobody said, huh? So it's all mental concoction, Prabhupada is saying. And towards the end, however, it is not a fact that the soul or super soul becomes poor, that there is a Narayan concept, simply because the body is poor. The same concept. Just bodily fatigue has nothing to do with soul. So only just because body is fatigue, a body is poor, doesn't mean that soul is that Daridra Narayan and all that. These are the statements of ignorant people. The soul and super soul are always apart from bodily pleasure and pain. Chakratipad writes, not having understood the answer given to defeat the king's statement, the king again asks. Now Bharat addresses the king disrespectfully. O king, Parthiv, earth, your conventional existence is insubstantial. Using another technique, Bharat now answers, this person, the carrier of the palanquin, is a transformation of earth. He is moving for some reason. If he does not move, he is an inanimate object like a stone. This is the difference. His feet, a transformation of earth, are situated on earth. Above his feet are his ankles, calves, knees, thighs, waist, chest, neck, and shoulders. Amsaha. Ura instead of uras is poetic license. Above the shoulders is the palanquin, which is a transformation of wood. In the palanquin there is a person, a transformation of earth, with the name King of Savir. You think you are the king, but this is not factual. From all the elements starting with earth and ending with the palanquin, to which of these does the fatigue from carrying it belong? I can see that the earth and the palanquin are not tired. Therefore the feet etc. must be tired. But without the palanquin, we do not see fatigue in the limbs which do the carrying. Fatigue arises for the possessor of limbs from carrying the palanquin. but we cannot distinguish the fatigue of the possessor of limbs who is different from the limbs. Whether a possessor of limbs exists or not, one experiences the suffering of fatigue in being the carrier. This is not the final conclusion, because one does not experience fatigue on carrying the ornaments of a young girl or on carrying one's young son. Thus, happiness and distress are experienced only by one's particular identity, and you, blind to false identity, thinking, I am a king, actually see nothing. This is your happiness. Those who have no false identity do not have this happiness and distress. It's all just like we say, no? That gulab jamun may be your favorite, but your very near and dear relative is dead, and somebody gives you plate full of gulab jamun, you will not even look at it. So it's no more appealing. So likewise, our own child may be very light for us, but somebody else's child, oh, he's too heavy. So fatigue and all is not nothing to do with soul, happiness, distress. It all depends on false identity one identifies with. Likewise, if you identify with Krishna, like brahmacharis or devotees in ISKCON, they identify with Krishna. Krishna is our master. So we render so many services. Brahmacharis give their lives, and grahasthas give their hard-earned money without any consideration, because Krishna is ours. Here also you can see every temple, so many visitors come and they have so much sadbhavana. They may not be having proper knowledge, but at least so much love they have. Today morning, those Matajis came, I don't know who came, they were putting something on the head. I was wondering what is that, but it's a custom, it seems, isn't it? Like men should put a handkerchief or some cloth around the neck. Humility. So like that in the temple, some cloth should be kept, or maybe head should be covered. Acha, the Gurudwara, they do that. So they may be sick people. But sadbhavana is there. And you can go to any extent. Then seventh. Socha stvam adhikakshtadinan Vishyani grunnan nugroho asi Janasya goptasmi vikathamano Nashobhase vriddha sabha sudrushtaha. It is a fact, however, that these innocent people carrying your palanquin without payment are certainly suffering due to this injustice. Their condition is very lamentable because you have forcibly engaged them in carrying your palanquin. This proves that you are cruel and unkind. Yet due to false prestige, you were thinking that you were protecting the citizen. This is ludicrous. You were such a fool that you could not have been adored as a great man in an assembly of persons advanced in knowledge. Such very heavy words are there. Is there some devotee in our life who can chastise us like that? As you grow into seniority, these words will not be so much heard. Seniors also become afraid to speak like that. But somebody should be there who can guide us, who will be not hesitating. He really loves us. That's how they says that Prabhupada had 3 degrees of anger. Anybody has heard? In the first one, he would chastise. Second one, I'm not remembering. But third one, he would be so angry. It's like, don't feel bad. Like, I'm angry on you. And now you're here. Anyway, you're sitting, but let's say you're sitting on chair. And I talk to the devotee behind. What is that? Chaitanya Jivan Prabhu. So I talked to Chaitanya Jivan Prabhu. So how was that program yesterday and all that? And you are exactly in between. You understand? But as if you don't exist only. How will you feel? Isn't it? So one will feel completely bad. So Prabhupada would be very angry. 3 degrees of anger some devotee disciple has written in some book somewhere. The second one I'm not. Anybody has read? He won't speak. So first one chastising. Second one he would not speak to that. And third one he would speak to devotee behind and completely as if that devotee doesn't exist. Completely neglect. You feel very bad. Neglect is very difficult to accept. So in this purport, long purport again. Actually, the king should be representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For this reason, he is called Naradevata, the Lord among human beings. However, when a king thinks that because he is the head of the state, he can utilize citizens for his sense gratification, he is in error. Such an attitude is not appreciated by learned scholars. They should not take undue advantage of their position. Yesterday I was telling here or somewhere that our roles will change as we spend some years, but goals should not change in bhakti. What is the goal? As such, one goal only, or two goals you can say. Purification of the heart by the glorification of the Lord. Or if you have to say one goal, then it is Krishna Prem. Every morning we say, it is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must carefully guard against all these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prem. So one goal, Krishna Prem, or you can say two goals, purification of the heart by glorification of the Lord. So these were the goals. We came to ISKCON to become pure devotees. Yes or not? Yeah, we are impressed by Prabhupada. We wanted to assist him in his mission. His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj statement in JUHU temple, long before he had given brahmachari class for JUHU brahmacharis, in which I don't know how many, some brahmacharis from Radha Gopinath temple also had come. So in that, it was about Raghunath Das Goswami. So there, after telling the whole pastime and all that, towards the end Maharaj says, our only goal in life should be, our only mission, to assist Srila Prabhupada in his mission of assisting his spiritual master, Bhaktivedant Thakur. Prabhupada had only one mission, to assist Bhaktivedant Thakur. So our mission should be to assist Srila Prabhupada. That's it. So we had very pure goals. And that time we were very simple, new brahmacharis with hair, then we shaved head, white, saffron, water. So our roles kept changing. We were new bhakta, the training program in that basic, simple, menial services. Then maybe we were given some other services in temple, backup or something like that. Then bus party. Then maybe we were made preacher in the campus. Then maybe some college was given, IIT or something like that. SV. SV, na? Which is that? SV or? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. SPC. Okay. So like that. Or UDCT. Now there is a different name. But whatever. And then our roles keep changing. But the goal should never change. Unfortunately, goal changes. Now I'll show everyone what a great preacher I am. Or what a big fund collector I am. Or how many people can get initiated because of me now. And eventually by me. Because I'll only become guru. Afterwards. अभी क्या करें, अभी तो हम गुरु नहीं है, बाद में तो बनेंगे ही ना, बनेंगे कि नहीं बनेंगे, बनेंगे. ऐसे मन में सब गलत विचार आते हैं. So we have to be careful. Goal should not change. Roles will change. That is inevitable. Your role was earlier like a young brahmachari. Now you are middle-aged brahmachari. Then you will be old brahmachari. Means you will be given nice name, senior brahmachari, but basically old. Old is gold, but management devotees will not think so much gold. ये गोल्डन मुर्गी नहीं है, ज़्यादा प्रचार नहीं करता, प्रसाद लेता है, ठीक है, चलो पुजारी सेवा करता है, थोड़ा कुछ तो करता है. तो like that. So our roles will change, but the goal should, our goals should never change. So we have to be careful. Maya is very amazing, very cunning, very tricky. She will change altogether the goal only, like that. One brahmachari left ashram, I will not tell which place, but one place. So he said, my friends, I am from IIT, my friends are earning minimum 75,000 rupees per month, minimum. So now I am leaving ashram after staying, I don't know how many years, 5-10 years. I should get job of minimum 75,000. What is this? After staying in ashram, going out, one may not get such a big job. Krishna willing maybe, but not so easily. So that should not have been the goal. You know, the brahmachari not going to earn anything, did not earn for so many years, decades, anything. Now he is going out, he will marry, some basic maintenance, something is required. Should not think of this terms, in these terms, that I should get 75,000 rupees job minimum per month, 75,000, not a joke. You understand? When he passed out from IIT and immediately joined, may be possible. By now, after so many years, maybe 1 lakh, 2 lakhs also. But now after so much gap, isn't it? He may not get a job in which immediately he'll get 75,000 or something. So one has to be, goals has to be very clear. So in this, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, the king has said, just little more in this, what more Prabhupada is saying? I'm not reading the whole purport, it's long purport. The Lord incarnates and sets things in order when things are mismanaged. Yada yada hi dharmasya. Lord is the supreme proprietor, is the maintainer of everyone. Nati vidu swatagatimi Vishnu. Unfortunately, the foolish governmental head and the general populace do not know that the ultimate goal of life is to understand and approach Lord Vishnu. Without this knowledge, everyone is in ignorance and all society is crowded with cheaters and cheated. So much madness for this IIT, NIT or doctorate and all that. Only for two things, money and prestige. And why IIT? Why not an ordinary engineering college? IIT. IIT has its name, tag is there, like that. And then money. If they are told money will not get, no salary, who will go for IIT? Doctorate. Prestige is another thing, isn't it? IT industry, IT, like that. So many people are mad. If you go to Hyderabad, Bangalore, Whitefield area of Bangalore, high-tech city of Madhapur, my God, so many thousands of young boys and girls, all in IT industry. They have that, what they call? That is also called tag, you know? And that in itself is so much pride, isn't it? We are software engineers. We are hard-hearted fellows, but profession software engineers, like that. So much, isn't it? How many of you gone to Hyderabad, Bangalore? If you go in those areas, my God, thousands. I was just passing in the car in Bangalore, Whitefield area. Lakhs, literally, lakhs of boys and girls. So many. So crazy. From all over India, they come to that big city to earn money and prestige. In the commentary here, Chakravarti Pad writes, the king has said in 510:23 that ruling of the citizens was dharma, even without knowledge. Ruling over the citizens by engaging them forcibly without mercy is not dharma but adharma. That was what pointed out by Jadabharat. You proudly, dhrishtaha, think, I am the servant of Achyut, I am an inquirer about the highest truth. So one cannot exploit just because of some post position. 8th one. Yada shitaveva characharasya vidamaniष्ठं prabhavam cha nityam tannamatonnyad vyavaharamulam nirupyatam satkriya numeyam. All of us on the surface of the globe are living entities in different forms. Some of us are moving and some not moving. All of us come into existence, remain for some time and are annihilated when the body is again mingled with the earth. We are all simply different transformations of the earth. Different bodies and capacities are simply transformations of the earth that exist in name only. For everything grows out of the earth, and when everything is annihilated, it again mingles with the earth. In other words, we are but dust and we shall but be dust. Everyone can consider this point. In Bible they have that, no? From dust thou come and unto dust thou what? Mix, merge, something. just like that chapati also you make nice to eat, but you imagine you mix some water in that and you nicely, then what it will be? Again it will be that atta dough that we made, isn't it? That's it. So likewise from earth only, from global 8 elements, they are made local. One chapati, another chapati, like that. So there is nothing special about the body. Adruvam, but arthadam, meaningful if we use it for the proper purpose of glorifying the Lord. In the purport, Prabhupada says, he quotes Idami Vishwam Bhagavan Ivetaraha, The entire cosmic manifestation is but a transformation of the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But because of illusion, no one can appreciate that God is non-different. Bhinna me prakriti rashtada. The material energy is Krishna's energy, but it is separated from him. The spiritual energy is also his energy, but it is not separated from him. And the material energy is engaged in the service of the Supreme Spirit. So-called material energy is also transformed into spiritual energy, just as an iron rod becomes fire when placed in contact with fire. So, I don't know what was anybody remembers that Prabhupada pastime in which one interviewer, lady, she was asking Prabhupada about something like, because they are mad after enjoying sense gratification, and Prabhupada might have said something that material world, what it is, see, illusory, temporary, something like that. Nothing here special. So I'm not remembering the earlier part, if you know, you can tell. She might have said that, oh, Swamiji, is not this world very beautiful, very enjoyable, something like that. Then Prabhupada says that, no, you may be beautiful, but your stool is not beautiful. Because it is separated. So that was the point basically Prabhupada was telling. This material energy, why it is not beautiful and all that? Because it is separated. Bhinna me prakritir ashtada. It is separated from the Lord. So it is not then so good. Internal potency is never separated, so it is always beautiful. But then this is not. So Prabhupada says that you may be beautiful, but your stool is not. She never might have thought of stool after taking bath any time throughout her whole life. First time in life, somebody blew off all her fuses in the daytime by reminding her of her stool. She might have been beautiful, but stool is not beautiful. Is it that beautiful people have beautiful stool and ugly people have ugly stool? Beautiful people pass something like golden stool and ugly people pass black stool with lot of stones in that. Just like they have, what they call? Bladder stones, what they call? Kidney stones. So is it like that? Stool stones? No. Same thing. So nothing so special. In fact, Bhaktivedant Thakur said the whole material world itself is a toilet. Finish your business quickly and get out of it. So all the misconceptions are smashed to dust by associating or hearing from great souls. So here also long purport. What he says, Nate vidu swatagatim hi Vishnu. Yasmin vigyate sarvameva vigyatam bhavati. Prabhupada said that a devotee should know something about everything and everything about something. So something about everything means little bit about astrology, little bit about Ayurveda, little bit about worldly happenings, and so many other fields. So something we should know. And about one thing, everything. What is that? About Krishna, Krishna consciousness. So we have to know the complete science. Jai Krishna Tattva Vetta, Sai Guru Hai. So that we have to focus. Matsthani Sarva Bhutani Nachaham Teshu Avasthita. Prabhupada has quoted many things. Here, commentary he writes, Chakravartipad, your statement that the practical conventional world is insubstantial is not true, since one sees that even the liberated souls without false identity experience happiness and distress from prarabdha karma. And since you cannot deny that, you experience fatigue from carrying the load. So that is kind of objection. So true, he is saying. There remains a trace of happiness and distress for the liberated souls like me, even after destruction of the cause of illusion. So in one sense, illusion is gone, its cause is gone, but then still some happiness and distress is still there. When a person awakens, though conscious that his dream of a snake is unreal, for a short time he still shakes in fear, though it is insignificant. Isn't it? So that is there. Or somebody who saw that a lion or tiger was chasing after him in the dream, then he gets up and he finds so much sweat and all that. So the sweat will be there and for some time he will be shivering. That will continue for some time. Till mind is fully convinced there was no tiger there, no lion, you are not in forest, it was all illusion. So then he will not have that fear. So like that, just like after disease, fever and all that, you are not completely healthy. So what is that period called? convalescent period. So that time you have to be cautious because you are not having fever, but you are not yet fully healthy, like a normal healthy person. After fever is over, you have to take precaution, you have to take good rest and all that. Medicines might have stopped, but still you have to, body is not yet fully recovered, it has not become fully. Otherwise there will be relapse. Again one will get some difficulty. So likewise, one might have come out of illusory world, but still there will be some experience of happiness and distress. When a person awakens, though conscious that his dream of a snake is unreal, for a short time he still shakes in fear, though it is insignificant. However, one who has not woken up sees the dream snake as real. This is like your experience of conventional reality. By logic, I will now show the illusory nature of the conventional world that is explained in this verse. So Jada is telling to Rahugan that you are fully into that dream only. You are sleeping and you are seeing that snake has come and snake is running behind you. You are running. So that conventional world reality is foolishness. You are thinking you are the king of Sovir and his palanquin carriers just because they are my citizen. I can exploit them. They have to, after all, serve the king who is none other than Naradevata. He is a god among human beings. That is their duty. So in the name of dharma, so-called dharma is doing adharma. Raghugan is chastised by Jada very heavily. Next paragraph says, we know that the living beings arise from earth and disappear, nishtham, into the earth. Therefore, the cause of the conventional world inferred from actions such as carrying water should be discerned as transformations of earth only, being differences in name only. You can understand this if your sense of logic is functioning. The Shruti says, Vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam vrittiketi eva satyam. The transformations of earth are simply words or names. Earth alone is true. This is from Chandogya Upanishad. So we may say so many things. Yes, utility is different, but still, like this tiles, this carpet, this chair, bags, table. So all transformation of earth only. Then people, table we should purchase. Table we need a lot. And we don't have table in house for dining table or whatever. We can do so many things. So one who is in knowledge, he is not infatuated or carried away like that. He's cool. Okay, ठीक है, we need one table, we purchase. कौन से टेबल होगी? 5 टेबल है, कौन सा लेना है? Which fits in our budget? ले लो एक. So it's not so much. But otherwise, if you see this outside world, so much, isn't it? In Bombay, you have so many markets. So much. They have showcase, isn't it? Glass. Why do they have glass outside there? Outside means at least the front side, isn't it? Roadside. Why do they have glass? So that even those who are passers by, they will see inside. That watch is shining like anything. I should go inside at least. Let me just see. Seeing is not charged. So he'll go inside and okay. And this also watches that Titan is there and this one, HMT is there and this one. And then what will he do? Generally he'll end up purchasing one. Yes or not? They are bombarded like anything. The salesmen are also trained like that. Once I was traveling in Pune, somewhere preaching. So, you know that road divider is there. One-way traffic this way. So it was written, India's number one. That's it. India's number one. What? Nothing mentioned. That small board. Then you just go 50 meter ahead or so. Then it is Times of India. Then you go 50 meters ahead. India's number one. 50 meters ahead. Times of India. India's number one. Times of India. India's number one. Times of India. India's number one. Times of India. Like that it was for several meters. So somebody who is driving or sitting as passenger and seeing this, as soon as he gets down to the shop, he said, give me Times of India. So much bombardment. And how tricky they are. You know, see, India's number one. Kya likha hai? Kya hai India's number one? So curiosity, and then it comes Times of India. So one time hitting is not enough. So then second, India's number one, Times of India. India's number one, Times of India. So much bombardment. They will completely knock you down. Prabhupada says, boxing means, you find out the weakest point of your opponent and keep on boxing there only. And the person will be down. So all the weakness, eyes, see or sound, they use all techniques. His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj in one lecture says, earlier, way back, when he came to India first, or earlier, some 30-40 years back, all the advertisement industry means what? They have to just basically present their product. whatever TV, whatever car, like that. Now the advertising industry has so much. It is not just gross display. There are psychiatrists, psychologists, and all that involved, and they what you call study the mentality of the people and how to manipulate, and accordingly how to put it. So much of cunningness is involved in the advertisement industry. Yes or not? So much. Because it's cutthroat competition and all that. So world the way we are, and with the world we are in, we have to be careful. Now we are no exception to this. Now we also get bombarded, though we are staying in ashram. So that's why, as far as material energy, who is fully present around us, we should not so much be in touch with it, and we should be more in touch with spiritual energy. That's why morning program, to the announcement that biometrics and all that. So that is very good, So that is our protection. But sometimes we feel, अरे क्या है, हम क्या दूध पीते बच्चे हैं क्या, चलता है कभी कभी. So okay. So that is all Maya's dictation, mind's dictation. So we should. I heard Jitamitra Prabhu, in Delhi. I heard that earlier news. 35 years he never missed Shri Radha Partha Sarthi's Mangalarti. So what happened? There was some problem in his body. I don't know whether leg or somewhere. So then devotee doctor said, Prabhu, you need to be operated. Just hospitalization and this thing. After a few days we will discharge. He said, no, few days. I will miss Radha Partha Sarthi's Mangalati. So the devotee was wondering. Then he told him, okay, Prabhu, what you do, as soon as you complete Mangalati, 5 o'clock, I will take you in the van, ambulance, to hospital. I will operate you. And next day, I will make sure I will bring you 4:30 to Radha Partha Sarthi's Mangalati. Then he asked, sure, you will bring, are you confident? So he said, yes. Means I think he will have to use something, crutches or something. So then that was done and he was very happy. He attended Mangalati. He came to Pune, Pandharpur. He came to Pune by flight, I think. He went to Pandharpur. And then he left also that evening. I thought I will get to see him next morning. The devotee said, no, he has to attend Radha Partha Sarthi. He has not missed it for decades. So he will not attend our Radha Vrindavan Chandra's Mangalati. I thought, oh, really? I did not even get his darshan. Anyway, so see, so much attachment. That was 35 years he was attending, something like that. This is old news. Now it must be more years. I don't know how many years. Maybe 40, 45. So this is for our protection. It may look little cruel on the part of management and senior devotees when they force us for spiritual activities. But otherwise, Maya is forcing us for all. She is hijacking us. She is raping us at every moment for her own deadly proposals. Yes or not? She is very powerful. Mama Maya, Duratya, insurmountable. Okay, anyway, next thing at 2 o'clock. Any question? That's what he is saying, because that arrogance is there in him. If you could insult a person like Jada Bharat, who is saintly, certainly you can say, but he doesn't appear saintly. He appears deaf, dumb person. But he was mistreating everyone. So then he was mistreating them anyway, earlier also. The mentality was wrong, attitude was wrong. Though he's going for Katha at Kapila Ashram, but his mentality is wrong. That's why, but he is person in the mode of goodness. That's why Jada Bharat first time opened the mouth. Okay, he's worthy candidate to hear. So first time he opened. That is there in that sense. Yes. Lot of analysis and all that. Yes.
Last line in this Vishajak writing this, you proudly Drishta think I am the servant of Achyuta, I am inquirer of the highest truth. So he's
going to inquire, no?
That is right.
Earlier also he might have heard some sense at least. We cannot completely see the Rajarshi, but he's a saintly king in one sense. So there also he must have inquired. But now he is more eager, one of the greater saints. So, like kind of pious kings, no? Some pride is there. Sukrutotta in one sense. Any other Okay, we have crossed one, so nobody will dare to ask maybe. So we'll meet at 2 o'clock. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, tomorrow there is this IIYC meeting in Kharghar.
What time?
Tomorrow whole day.
All day.
But these devotees have to go.
All?
Hanji Prabhuji.
All, huh?
Huh.
Okay.
So
automatic holiday for you all.
so then mostly they need to leave at 12 o'clock, 11:30 or 12 o'clock.
In the morning.
Hanji. So then tomorrow we will not have class, it seems.
Okay.
Or before that, if we will somewhere 10 or
Before
11:30.
that. How many need to go? All need to go?
Almost all, Prabhuji, all IYF.
No, you are voluntarily not going. He's saying you have to go. Okay, you may not go. But you are the only one. But more or less 60-70% to going only.
Mostly, because all are IYF connected preachers.
Okay, you once you take hands raising.
Okay, those devotees who don't want to go, please raise hands. Registration is okay, no problem. That
no problem. We will not have at least maybe. Just we can little bit cover up maybe for last 2 days. Little extra, no problem.
Yeah. Maybe 10:45 to 11:30. 10:45 to 11:30 we can meet.
No. Day after tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, we can have little longer.
Hanji. That we can do.
So tomorrow holiday for you all from Bhakti Vaibhav classes.
So
today you can have extra. Okay. But Bhagavatam will be there, no, in temple? Okay. So I'm okay with not so long, 8 o'clock we have Bhagavatam. So 8 to 10 is good enough. If at all you feel, otherwise if you feel that will be too much for them.
Many devotees they take prasad 9:30 or even like that.
Then we will not have.
For some devotees health need is such that they need.
Okay, ठीक है.
अच्छा.
2 to 4:30, just half an hour.
Fine, 2 to 4:30.
Just half an hour.
So today we'll have.
As such, I was feeling that we'll be able to cover syllabus anyway.
Achha.
Mostly.
And tomorrow should we do 8 to 9:30 something tomorrow morning?
Okay, we can have.
Or you feel no, last 2 days are manageable?
Only as I said, if we extend, maybe they may have their service, feel little trouble. So in that sense, maybe